Well, obviously, when you're talking about quarterbacks, you'd like to identify one as soon as you can in fall camp so they can start getting the reps with the first group, start getting the timing with the first group of receivers. We'll try to do that as quick as we can, but like I've said in the past, we've got to be 110% sure that that's our guy, because that's who we're going to go with and that's who's going to lead our team. So, and with that being said, there's so many other positions that are wide open that we're in the same position. We talk about identifying the quarterback. We may be able to identify the quarterback quicker than we can some other positions. So that's going to be our big challenge as offensive staff, is identifying our guys that we're going in the year with. Yeah, we talk to our whole team about everything, and anytime we're recruiting, we're always trying to make our team the best it can be, and it doesn't make any difference what position.
Do you worry that it makes Barrett or Mosley seem like it was a slight to them?
No, I don't think so. Every year we're going to try to recruit the best players at every position, to make our team the best it can be. So, I wouldn't say it would be an issue in any position. But, you identify who your quarterback is, and you identify his strengths. You try to build around his strengths. You try to ask him not to do things that he's not strong at or that he's not good at. And so once we identify our starter, we'll kind of tweak our offense. And just like last year, with Cam, it took us 2 to 3, almost 4 games to really figure out exactly how he's going to react in every situation and really what his strengths are. So, we'll identify, we'll tweak, and we're still going to have the same offensive philosophy, the same base offense, core offense, but we will do our best to try to make that quarterback successful and our offense successful. That's a good question. I'll have to get out there and actually work with him in fall because, I've recruited him for a long time. You see him on film, he's very talented, that. But actually working with a quarterback in that system with the players they're going to have, it's just a matter of being able to see and get a feel for that. Well, in the spring, we played our fullback position, and that's kind of what we're thinking. His big challenge is going to be staying healthy, and but we'll give him a shot in fall camp, see what he can do.
Has he lost any weight, or is that something?
I think he's lost a little bit. Anytime you battle injury, it's tough sometimes with those bigger guys to cut weight, but you get out in the heat in 2 days, that'll definitely happen. I think he's got to be. You look at the number of our tailbacks. He's going to have to be one of those every down guys. And at times last year he did. You think about the Alabama game, he ran 2 or 3 times inside, and of course he bounced it outside with his speed. But he's mentally tough enough to do that. And we've been trying to put some weight on him, but he's a tough enough guy to be able to. Well, I think Quan Bray is one of those guys that you'd like to take a look at. He's probably the main guy that has that ability, but he's got some other unique qualities that you want him in some other areas too. But he's got a lot of. He's kind of a running back that can play wide receiver type deal, and he's played some quarterback before, so very versatile. He's kind of the guy that we're going to start out early looking at. Oh yeah, we've talked to him a lot. He's a super young man. We've just been trying to comfort him as best we can. Been praying for him, and can't imagine anyone going through that. It's a tough deal. But football's kind of his outlet, and he's had a great attitude and kept working, and he's one of those guys we're rooting for.
First question for Coach.
So how's your summer been? Do you wake up football all the way?